that's rising, oh, just you watch. I'm stepping into fate. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. I'm cranking up on the throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Step back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. Like iron from the fire, getting stronger. This is how legends are made. Above it all, untouchable, a new animal. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. I've got that lightning inside me. Oh, just you watch. This is how legends are made. I'm like a titan that's rising. Oh, just you watch. This is how legends are made.
Hey guys, welcome to Friday Night Front Stretch, brought to you by Hobbytown in Lincoln, Nebraska. Guys, if you're looking for anything RC related with Traxxas modifieds, late models, low seat parts, of course, you got the games and things like that that Hobbytown has for a long, long time. Get hold of Aiden and Daniel and the boys at Hobbytown, and they can set you up with what you need to get out here and race. This is our first race on the eve of tomorrow night, 2026. This is my 14th year here at the track, and so we're just going to do a quick show tonight. Guys, comment, chat in the chat room here. Let me know where you're from, and got any questions about tomorrow night? I'll be happy to answer the best of my ability. But yeah, 14 years going strong. Last year we started out a little late in the season with the new modifieds and late models and the low season, of course, and Mud Boss, which I think it'd be really interesting to see what's our point system is going to be like with a full year of racing. Like I said, last year we kind of got a late start. We got some good news. We got some fifth scale guys possibly coming back out with their late models. The quarter scale trucks will make its debut here in a few, maybe next month or so. We got 3 quarter scale trucks to get ready for the Dirt Nationals in August. We got a lot of good things going on this year. I want to thank everybody who came out to help put up the billboard, do some painting. I still got some work to do yet. Weather hasn't quite cooperated with the wind, and then it got cold. I still got to get turn 1 and 2 painted with, and then on the front stretch also get that painted, get the driver's stand painted, put a new roof on the scoring shed that I've been trying to do for the last year or so after our big storm we had a couple years ago. But yeah, guys, get on. This is going to be a quick show. We're going to do a little review for tomorrow. We had a open house. We had a great car count for open house. I know there's a lot of guys missing locally, but we had a great car count, new drivers. We got a whole bunch of new drivers showed up, um, going to trying to get on the track and conquer this big track that we have here at Outlaw. So looking forward to the new season. We got some breaking news. We got a couple new things added on this year. This year, along with the classes, we're adding two more classes. One is the novice class. The novice is really designed for new people where they have kids. You can run any car you want. You can run a dedicated car. You can run a modified, Traxxas modified, Traxxas late model, a mud boss. But they're really designed to get the people involved, especially young kids, get them out there and make them get a class that they feel comfortable with. That's called the novice class. And then, of course, with the beginners class, so that's strictly mud boss, beginner. Um, Things, what you have to remember in the novice and the beginner class is you cannot do any other classes besides those two. You can interchange back and forth, but once you get out of those classes, you can't go back in. You can't run a low-C sprint car and then go to a beginner class. Um, Once you get it, you can't mix them, because let's face it, guys, the beginner class and the novice class is for newbies learning how to race. We got to give them a place to go, to learn, and hopefully someday they move up into the bigger classes. But we got to give them an opportunity. Now, I'm going to remind everybody that we could put a breakout time in these two classes. If we get a guy or a kid come out and they're turning a second faster than everybody else, because we had some beginners last year that was turning just as fast as time in the advanced mud boss division, maybe the back half, but they still are turning some pretty good times. So I'm not going to do it right now. I got to see where everybody's at. But the idea is to allow everybody have an opportunity to win, because I know everybody wants to win, and give these kids a opportunity to race with their division and their kind. The other breaking news is we're going to have the 12T Mud Boss. Now, the 12T is your strictly slash Mud Boss. You can't cut the springs. You can't do a lot of things with it. It is strictly stock, versus the advanced class. And you have to run the brush motor. I think the 12T brush motor in it. This is something new this year. And then, of course, we'll have our Mud Boss advanced class where you can do a little more things. So, so get on the chat, guys, and let me know what's going on. But outside of that, and then, of course, here in the last 4 weeks, the track has officially went to an LLC. So it's called Outlaw Raceway Park LLC, mainly to separate my house from the racetrack. It's not going to change nothing. We're still QSAC regulated. One question was today that I got was, do anybody in the beginner or novice have to have a license? And yes, everybody has to have a license to run. So make sure your QSAC license is updated. I'm going to download the membership form from QSAC tonight after we get off to double check everybody's license. If you do not have your card, that's fine. Fantastic. Just make sure you have your PayPal receipt or something to show that you're a member. So we got to have that. Otherwise, our format this year is still the same. I know we'll have some beginners, and I'm relying on you guys that are veterans to help the beginners out on lineups and things like that. Of course, we'll do the same thing we done last year. You stage in the pit lane. You don't leave until we tell you. And then you go out and get a couple laps. We'll check your transponders, and then you line up on the back stretch where we got these yellow blinking lights and this yellow stripe, and you line up, and then we'll go green coming out of turn 4. Like last year, we do marshal, but we don't marshal like your dedicated 10 scale tracks because the track's too big for having people running all over the place. And so what we do is when the yellow comes out, where a car wrecks or gets into the grass and can't get himself out, we'll call a yellow. Everybody stop where you're at, and then Marshall will retrieve your car, put you on the spot to where you spun out, and then we'll give you 5 feet of rolling lap, and then we'll go green. A reason we give you 4 rolling starts or 5 foot of rolling start is so you don't spin out when you hit the throttle right away, because these cars like to spin out pretty quickly. So, that's what we do. Our features are 30 laps. Heat races are 15. The Mud Boss Beginner and the Novice is 20 lap for a feature and 10 for the heat races. We're going to give plaques back to the top 5 at the end of the year, crown our new champions. We'll have a little banquet or something toward October. And of course, we'll have the Ironman 100 again, the last race of the season in October, so on a Sunday. So, and we had a lot of cars showed up. Unfortunately, the weather didn't cooperate for the late models, so we had to cancel on lap 32 or 33, if I remember. So I do have the rule book right here. So we'll have the rule book out there. We will be teching. I think Zach Osborne will still be our tech director. And will check. I'm hoping I haven't talked to Zach for a while. So hopefully he'll help out, check batteries and teching. Last year we kind of muddled through it, kind of was very conservative or very liberal, I guess you call it, of not teching. But this year I do got some no go gauges for the Traxxas modified late model 2386 gears. So you just stick them on there. Whoop, I'm over here. Stick them on there and you can check it real quick. And I've got the Losi 2084 gear, no go gauge. So we can do quick checks there. And of course, we'll check our battery voltage at 8.44 volts. Otherwise, I really, I've been working on the track. The tube, it's still not buried in the ground yet because I haven't really had a lot of rain out here. Even though we had storms come in last week, I was gone for 4 days on a camping trip. And when it did rain on a Friday, I wasn't able to observe where the drainage is on the backstretch. So be aware. There's really no reason you guys down in the grass because the track is 30 feet wide. So plenty of room to race, and you don't need to drive down into the grass. But if you do, you're going to get into that tube and probably not a good thing. Gates open at 3 p.m. Hot laps 5 to 6 for an hour. We're probably self-marshal, so make sure you have some marshals out there. And of course, the drivers meeting at 6:45, racing at 7. We're going to try to run the races pretty quickly, so we can be done by 10:30. That's kind of some of the gripes that guys have. We don't get done late. Unfortunately, we have so many classes, and you're only giving me 3 hours to run all this. We talked about starting earlier in the evening, like around 4 or 5, but the track historically just dries out because we're on a hill, the wind blows on it, and the sun's baking on it, and it just won't make good for good racing. So we're going to go back-to-back heat races. Once Kim resets the second heat race, which will be reverse finishing order, then we'll go right into the second round. We're not waiting around. If you can't get to the track on a timely fashion, and we'll give people a little bit of time due to the fact is they go back-to-back classes. But if everybody's on the driver's stand, we're waiting for 1 or 2 drivers, we're going to give you 2 minutes. And once the 2 minutes is up, we're going to release them. And then you'll have to start in the back or come out at a later time because to get done at a proper time, we can't wait around. Marshals are mandatory. Guys, that's one of the biggest things that we have out here is marshals. We got to get people to get out there and marshal right away. So when your class is done, set your radio down on the picnic tables and set your car down and go out marshal. We take the top 2 in each heat race. So if you finish 1 or first or second, you're automatically marshaling. The features, we automatically take top 3 out of the features. And usually in the top 2 out of the heat races, normally your car's not broke. It's the guys that finish 4th, 5th, or 6th. Maybe they got mechanical problems that need to work on the car. If you're doing back-to-back racing, and I understand you can't marshal because you're racing the next class, find somebody to help you. Don't let me or Kim yelling for marshals to get somebody out there, because we want to get going and get done at a decent time. Of course, after races, we'll have our podium pictures, so stick around for that. And then if you guys want to hang out, I don't care, hang out and enjoy yourself. And tomorrow night, the weather is supposed to be in the 70s, but it's going to be cool in the evening. So make sure you bring a jacket. I don't know how much wind. It's not blowing right now. We've had so much wind out here the last few days. Otherwise, we do have the fifth scales coming out. Dennis Steven is organizing a group of fifth scales to make its debut out here again. We had Dennis come out on the track in open house with his late model. And it was kind of funny because I was down in the infield, and I'm so used to seeing these little cars run around here, and now all of a sudden you see a fifth scale and you're going, oh, man, that car don't belong out here. It's too big. But that's what this track was designed for, was fifth and quarter scales. So fifth scales will make its debut. I don't know when they're coming out, but usually they're going to try to make it out once a month. The quarter scale trucks, we've got 3 of them now. Right now, we're all trying to get our trucks done and get ready for our Dirt National Series race that we run not only here in August for the Nationals, but we got Cheese City in June, and then we got the Worlds in October. So we're going to be busy running the large scale. So no questions, nothing on the chat right now. So I don't know who's out. I see there's 5 guys, but this will be tape delayed. Guys, go to my YouTube channel, Friday Night Front Stretch, and you can look back at all the shows. On Facebook, it's good for 30 days, and then it's deleted out of there. So otherwise, man, I just don't have anything else to talk about. Everything has gone smoothly. Our next race is May 16th. So, and we got a rain out date end of May in case we rain out the May 16th race. So otherwise, we're kind of on our own. I haven't talked to, there's somebody chat. Let's see who's on chat. Joe Fritz. Hey there, see you tomorrow. Fantastic. Joe is he's a champion, I think, in 2 classes, if I remember right. Low C and late model? I don't remember. I have so many cars. But Joe Fritz will be out there tomorrow night. Joe is big racer out there. He, if you've never seen Joe race, he's really smooth. Sean is super smooth. Rink, you got... there's so many of guys that can take these 10 scales and just drive them so smoothly. And I try, and I'm not that smooth. I'm still working on my large scale program, and I forgot I'm driving a 10 scale. Let's see. Joel says, working on cars right now, modified and low C. So yeah, he did some new wraps this spring. So it'd be kind of cool to see some new designs. My car's still the same, but otherwise, guys, I really don't have anything else. I'm trying to remember what I need to talk about. The track is being watered right now. I got the water truck working again. I got another carburetor in a box ready to go in case this one falls flat on its nose. Check us out on Friday Night Front Stretch on YouTube. Go back to other shows. Also, we have a quarter scale today program once a month, featuring all the quarter scale cars and tracks across the country with my co-host Todd Holloway. And just speaking of Todd Holloway, oh, what's up, player? Yeah, you're right. Joel says that we'll have 7 cars out there with all the family. So wow. So I think we're going to, from what I understand from a lot of drivers and a lot of new people coming out, we could actually start seeing some full B feature fields. We start 10 in the feature, and we'll take 4 out of the lower features. So, because we're big enough to do 10. So I'm really anxious to see what we have for the 10 scale market. this year. But I've got the rule book right here. Hopefully, um, Zach Osborne. I don't see him on. I don't think he's on. If you are, say hi. But he's was our tech guy. I'm hoping he's come around. I haven't heard from him. Matter of fact, I have. He went down to Tech Oklahoma for the Mud Boss Nationals down there at the Chili Bowl. So, kind of curious how well he went there. So, man, I don't have anything else. Just working on the track, getting ready for season 14. So, guys, I appreciate everybody coming on. I know it's a quick show. Hopefully, we get Chuck Burnley back on as my co-host, so at least I can talk to somebody besides looking at my screen and talking to myself. It's tough. It's tough. Weather related, I think we're good to go this weekend. We've had some rain. Track's very dry. The tube is still available. Have you read the rule book? Cusack rule book or our regular rule book? Because I've got it right here. And speaking of that, with the Dirt Nationals coming, I think we're going to have some low C sprint cars as a support class Saturday night. So I'm curious, Todd, did you buy a low C sprint car so we can have a support class? I know Stump has one, and John Petchak, and a lot of the guys that race locally here will have their low Cs out. Have you read the rule book? Yeah, but do I understand it? Nah. That's why I rely on Zach Osborne to do the teching. So otherwise, guys, I just don't know. Kim is going to be here tomorrow night. Make sure you guys, when you get here, when Kim's here, get signed up. We got a lot of paperwork to do. We got the limited liability forms to sign. I try to get everybody signed up during open house. Again, if you don't have your Cusack membership card, don't worry. It's either going to be on the computer or bring your receipt from PayPal. Todd says no, and then he goes, can I rent one? Maybe I can rent one. How about if I just sell you one? So anyway, Todd Holloway is my co-host for the Quarter Scale Today show. So make sure you check on that in middle of May as it's coming up really close. So so we got to get everybody signed up. Make sure your transponders, if you didn't make it out, I did my best the last 2 weeks ago getting everybody signed in on transponders and stuff. I'm looking for a great season. I think everybody with these 10 scales, that's something that these little 10 scales, I'm not competing against a lot of the bigger tracks, dedicated 10 scale tracks like Grand Island or Adele or Layton, because we're just a big track with small cars, and I want these cheaper cars to run without the bigger cars. Now I've got a short course modified that I would like to try out. It's a lot bigger than the low Cs and the slash modifieds and stuff, and that might be something that could be interested to get a class started. I like to see maybe some late models or some modifieds, but it's a short course modified, and I used to run it at Hobbytown, and it was a pretty decent car. It's an old Beardshirt car. It still has the AFX tag on it, so it's really an old car. So but hey, we do our best. We do what we can do out here. We have a good time. Hobbytown stepped up. We got some gift certificates to hand out. Instead of $10 this year, we're going to give out $20 gift certificates, $10 each for 2 classes. Basically, if you win the feature, we draw your name out the following drivers meeting, and you can walk away with an extra $10. And Joel last year was walking away with a lot of gift certificates, so it not only paid its Cusack license, but probably paid for quite a bit of entry fee just getting Hobbytown gift certificates. So, but we appreciate Hobbytown stepping on board again this year. This is our second year with us, and we really appreciate them stepping on board. Sometime this summer in July, we'll have our mid-season championship, which I'm going to get trophies for the top 3. We're going to try to work with maybe do a double points race that night. Basically, it's our mid-season championship. I've used to do it long time ago, and I haven't done it lately. And then in August, around the 12th, we'll have our quarter scale Dirt Nationals. It's a 4-day event. And then our last Sunday show on a Sunday afternoon in October, we're going to do our 4th annual Mud Boss Ironman 100. And so we're looking forward to doing that. That's always fun because we get a lot of drivers that normally don't race come out here just for that special. Joel says, yeah, I got a couple of them. I bet you did. But it helps when you win a lot of races. So but anyway, guys, I don't have anything else. Appreciate you guys stopping on board. This is a kind of a quick show tonight, but I just want to run down what's going on at the racetrack, and I don't have anything else. So guys, we'll see you at the track tomorrow night, and we'll see you later. Signing off.